Alright, let's see if we live on Facebook this time. Are we live on Facebook this time? If this don't work, I'm going back in the house. If this don't work, I'm going back in the house. You hear me? If this don't work, I'm going back in the house. What the is going on this morning? So, there y'all go. So, we were on, but Facebook wasn't on. It was only YouTube. Good morning, good morning, good morning. There we go, there we go, there we go. So, we've been on. It's just that Facebook wouldn't come on this morning. And y'all know what we got to talk about today. Y'all know what we got to talk about today. Y'all know what's going on today. It's all the BET Hip Hop Awards and the BET Rap City Documentary Volume 1. Let me let them know on over here on Instagram that we over here on Facebook. So, did anybody watch the Hip Hop Awards last night? Did anybody watch the BET Hip Hop Awards last night? I'm talking BET Hip Hop Awards. We live this morning. See, we live. Let's talk about the Rap City. We can't. My live won't go on Instagram. I'm having a hard morning. So did y'all watch the Rap City documentary? Part 1 came on last night. Anybody got questions? Let's talk hip hop this morning. Okay, there we go. We live on Instagram as well. I think we kinda are live on Instagram as well. If Monica say get it together, bro. Monica, I'm together. It's the technology that ain't together. I've been here for 50 years. I'm together, Monica. Don't come in here with that energy this morning, Monica. I got it together, Monica. But yeah, it's the connections ain't connections. So who watched the Rap City documentary last night? Part 1 came on last night. Monica, did you watch it? Kim, you forgot about Prime. Alright, so she says the BET Hip Hop Awards were interesting. The BET Hip Hop Awards were interesting. That's the words you're using today? Huh? That's the word we're using today. What up, Craig Black? So, Craig, we talking, first of all, for those of you who don't know, we do this each and every morning, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. I am late today. This is our morning cup of coffee. We get in here together and we talk about a few things and then we go on with our day. We usually start with some. Chuck says, can we call it hip hop anymore? Clair forgot about rap, forgot about Prince de Jour. They said they forgot about Prime as well. I think we can still call it hip hop. It just shows each of us how time works. And remember when we were kids and our parents were talking about, oh, y'all should missed it when we had the good times. And we are those people now. Right now, we them people. For those of you who watched the Rap City, who watched the Hip Hop Awards last night, you saw how old you was. Put it like that. My wife tried to watch it last night. She couldn't get past the baby and Sexy Red. When the baby and Sexy Red came out, my wife said, "No, I can't do it." Now LL Cool J killed it. LL Cool J killed it. This is what I want to ask. Do we bear any responsibility for where the BET Awards are, for the Hip Hop Awards, for the parts of the Hip Hop Awards that we don't agree with? Do we bear any responsibility? Especially, let's just say, all the ass shaking and everything else. Are we responsible for Sexy Red? Do we bear any of that responsibility? Did we push that agenda in any way, shape, or form? Huh? Uh-huh. We had 2 Live Crew, but we also had BDP and NWA. True. Jeff say, nah, we don't bear none of the responsibility. That lady grown and she can say what she want to say. Troy say, nah, the performers are responsible and they are the ones setting an example for the youth. Well, I like what you say, Troy, and that's sort of the point I'm getting at. The performers are responsible responsible and they're the ones setting examples for the youth. Judging by the youth, I guess my question then is, did we set a good example? Because we set an example for them. We set the example for the kids. Uh-huh. And so, I mean, it's easy to say these kids is off the chain, but the kids are a direct reflection of either what we did or what we didn't do. You see what I'm saying? The kids are a direct reflection. The young people are a direct reflection of what we did or what we did not do. It doesn't, it's and that's what I meant. Do we bear any of the responsibility? No, we didn't. The record companies hire these guys to promote sex, death, and destruction. No, we didn't. The record companies hire these guys to promote sex, death, and destruction. Well, let me ask you this. When Kendrick Lamar puts out an album, it's not sex, death, and destruction. Does very well. Same record labels. When J. Cole puts out an album, it's not sex, death, and destruction. Same record label. Same record industry. When the girl Her, puts out records, when she's playing and singing her out, same record industry. And it's not death and destruction. So, we can sit there and say, record labels is pushing this garbage on our kids. But what happened in that child's neighborhood to make her be like she is? You see what I'm getting at? What happened in our culture so that not just that one young lady that you don't dig was on the mic. There was a lot of young ladies. My wife watched it and she was like, all of them look like the same woman and all of them look sticky. You understand? Now, when they say the shock, now my man Brett Murray says shock sells. Not in pop music. Taylor Swift had one of the biggest world tours ever, and all of Taylor Swift's records all have been about breaking up with boys and stuff like that. In the cypher, there was a whole bunch, I'm going to say I think we bear some responsibility. That's the point I was really getting at. I think that the older generation bears some responsibility because when the party was going on for us, we didn't think about what was going to happen after the party. That's what I'll say. So when our images got more and more and more, went down that rabbit hole, and we had Dionne Warwick and C. Dolores Tucker saying that, oh, these are the worst children ever. And, you know, they were, I say it here all the time. The first time I got shocked by hip hop music is when I heard them say, what about the bitch who got shot? Fuck her. You think I give a damn about a bitch? I ain't a sucker. And that song is now in the African American Museum of History and Culture. So if that song is in the African American Museum of History and Culture, along with a plethora of other things, and we are the adults, is it too far-fetched to believe that our children will grow up saying worse shit than we said and putting forth a narrative that we don't like, that we think is too much? But if we were here, she gonna try to go there. That's what the young people do. At least that's how I see it. Jason says that was 35 years ago. True, Jason. And so it didn't go like that, and it didn't go like this. We didn't start making more conscious music. Conscious music got thrown out. You couldn't give a KRS-One record away in the 2000s. It was too conscious. And now, here we are, we have a generation of young people who are saying whatever the fuck they want to say, and we can't believe it. What baby first, the record that started the hip hop awards was I Don't Dance But I Know How to Something, and make a ghetto bitch put her hands on her knees. Make a ghetto bitch put her hands on her knees. Make a ghetto bitch put her hands on her knees. Now, it's catchy as a motherfucker. It's catchy as a motherfucker, but it's just the internet on TV. These acts have always been around. It's just the labels have more power to put them out. Now we have the internet and independent labels, and now the floodgates is open. I don't dance, but I know how to lean, and make a ghetto bitch put her hands on her knees. Make a ghetto. Is that worse than what about the bitch who got shot? Fuck her. You think I gave a damn about a bitch? I ain't a sucker. No, I don't think that's worse. Y'all see what I'm getting at? I don't think that's worse. We had records. You understand? We had, I mean, we don't want to take no accountability for it. But we don't want to take no accountability for it, but come on, we had horrible lyrics back in the day too. We had horrible lyrics back in the day. What about the bitch who got shot? Fuck her. You think I give a damn about a bitch? I ain't a sucker. I don't think that. I think that's one of the worst things I've ever heard in the black community. That song is now in the African American Museum of History and Culture. It was part of a blockbuster movie. It's right up there next to Elvis now and Marilyn Monroe. It's a part of Americana now. How we gonna be mad at the young people? Am I reaching? Am I reaching? If the grown people talk like that, how you think the young people gonna talk? Am I tripping? That's what I thought, Chuck. Please like and subscribe to either this Facebook channel or the YouTube channel. Please share this live. Share this live with anybody who you know who needs to hear something good. Um. Uh. Yeah. We had Pop That Pussy. Don't stop. Pop that pussy. Don't stop. Pop that pussy. Don't stop. Pop that pussy. And right now, that dude is somebody's grandfather. These, I mean, the do as I say, not as I do days are way over, right? AJ, that we had Freaknik. That movie came out, and the young people like, well, what is Freaknik? And then you tell your child that you went to Georgia to get your fucking on. Kev Chase says, Sexy Red is not talented. I'm sorry. I hear you there, brother, but let's not forget we had Bitches with Problems. Y'all remember BWP? Bitches with Problems. Y'all remember that? Lick my neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack. Is a record that you going to hear that gets played thousands of times every weekend around the country in clubs. Today, my neck, my back, my pussy, and my crack gets played in clubs on a regular, in people's DJ sets, thousands of times. This weekend is going to get played. And that song is 21 years old. So imagine a kid who is 25. They've been listening to My Neck, My Back, My Pussy, and My Crack ever since they was 4. That's been on since it's been out in the air. So when I'm asking, oh, let's not forget, put it in your mouth. She said, put it in her mouth. In her motherfucking mouth. Put it in, he said, in her mother. Swallow it, goggle it. Mella, you can ask all the questions you want. I just ask the question. I'm sorry. Welcome to Joe Clair Live. We here each and every morning, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. We did not do our moment of clarity this morning because the Rap City documentary popped off last night, of which I am a part of. It's a 3-part documentary. And then the BET Hip Hop Awards came on after that. And so this morning we sort of are discussing, Mala. Hey ho, can I ask you a question? I thought you was asking me a question. Hey ho, can I? I thought you spelled Joe wrong. Look at it. They say, now they got Sexy Red turning young girls into thoughts, shaking my head. I don't believe that Sexy Red can turn a young woman into a thought. I don't believe that. Here's what I say. I don't believe that Sexy Red can turn a young woman into a thought. I think that Sexy Red, combined with an unstable household and lack of self-esteem and confidence and everything else, can turn a young lady into a thought. Does that make sense? That's Kevin Gates, Charlie Joe. You understand what I'm saying? I don't think that, let's say back in the day, those horrible records came out. I had a friend who told me he went to prison because he was listening to the records. But then I looked at his home life. It led him to the streets. I looked at where his self-esteem and where his knowledge of self was at the time when he was a young man. He didn't have all those other things. So yeah, that record is going to be very, very, those pieces of music will become extremely influential. But if you got a parent in the house, if you, 9 times out of 10, if you got loving, if you have attentive parents, man, that shit come in one year and right out the other. You know what I mean? It come in one ear and go out right out the other. Now, music is extremely influential, but nothing was more influential to me than my parents. There's nothing. My parents are the ones. My parents. My biggest influence, my parents, and then everything else came after that. That kept me from the streets. That kept me from, doing. Did I make mistakes? Yes. But as soon as I made mistakes, first thing I thought about was my parents. When I was about to go to jail, first thing I thought about was my parents. And that was the last time I was about to go to jail. You understand what I'm saying? It can be done in a household you describe. Now, how many households are like that? I know, Anna, I would say this. I would say that the majority of households are with a parent that is present. We just see a rising number of households where the parents aren't present and attentive and got the time and resources to give into the kid. So we see that a lot more. But it's 300 million people in America. It's 41 million African Americans. I'm going to say the majority of us we fall on the side of good. Most people fall on the side of good. Most people fall on the side of you get up, take care of the kids, do this, instill good values, so on and so forth. But there is always has been a percentage, 5%, 10%, 20%, that doesn't have that. And it will show up and it will be loud. And it roars. It comes in and it's loud and it roars. 50 Cent in his last book, Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter, talked about the record industry and how the desire from the audience to hear the tales and songs of someone who was flawed and fucked up is one of the things that fuels them. They look for the next rapper that's flawed and fucked up. He named himself. He named DMX. He named Jay-Z when he was selling drugs and I didn't have no daddy and that whole thing. And then he says he had friends, however, who were going in the same neighborhood, going through the same shit. However, they had their parents. They wasn't fucking with it. Are all parents right? No. But we can bet, Anna, that if we go through a school and we round up all of the parents, 80% of them parents are going to be what we call good parents. But we going to have that 20. And then they kids become disruptive. Our job is to make sure that our kids don't become the disruptive ones. Now, my kid can be friends with the disruptive ones. Don't let him fuck up your fun, though. Because you can't go out on Friday if your grades come home fucked up. He go out on Friday because his mother don't care. Anyway. Thank you, Rita. On Sunday night, everybody, we had a very big show at the Anthem here in Washington, D.C., and I did a great job. Thank you. Come to my comedy show. I'm funny as fuck. Commercial break. Coming up on October 21st. Me, D-Lay Jr. I'm sorry, let me change the music up. Me, D-Lay, and Jr. coming up October the 21st. Bomb ass show. So make sure you get your tickets. Tickets on sale right now. Tickets on sale right now at BowieCenter.org. We have a bomb show. If you are in the DMV, come to Bangin' and Bowie. Me, Junior from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Oh yeah, Junior from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Longtime friend of mine. We've been telling jokes together for a long time. And then my frat brother D-Lay with the glasses on. He and I met him about a decade ago. Very funny brother with a great story to tell. So, pick up your tickets. Go to BowieCenter.org, and we're going to have a good time. We got plenty food, plenty drinks, and it's in your backyard. Parking is free, bitch. Free parking. No valet, no none of that extra shit. Nah. So, Damon Wayans Jr., my man. Damon Wayans Jr. is hilarious. So is 50 a good or bad parent to his older son? Same about T.I. and his son. What's the logic there? 50 talks about being a bad parent to his son. 50 talks about the situation between him and the kid's mother, how he was never, 50, in his last book, he talks about how he was not mature enough to handle that situation properly, and how it has led to the relationship that they have now, him and his oldest son, and how he has kids now, and he learns how to be a better parent. We've seen that in parent, and when I read that part of the book, it made me relate to parents everywhere who learn how to be better parents to the younger kids. You talk to the older kids, say, "Mama ain't never let me do no shit like that," and now they see the young kids, "Mommy do everything for your ass." 50 says, "Thank you, Esther." Oh, is that Ether? Ether Shakur? Ooh. And T.I., T.I. at the same time, I saw him with his son at the BET Hip Hop Awards the other night. And I think he's a brother in the middle trying to make it right. I think that T.I. sees that, he's a different parent with the younger kids than he is, with the older one. And that's King, ain't it? Ain't that King out here acting like that? He has but you get older, you gain wisdom, you don't know everything. And me personally, I try to give people some grace. Let's talk about this Rap City documentary at 9:45. And is your name Ether? How did it feel doing the BET documentary? Did it stir up old feelings? Doing the doc was super cool. Only y'all want to know the biggest reason for this doc? I really want my kids to understand that part of my life. They kind of get it. They kind of see it. They didn't want to watch last night and all that other stuff. They didn't pay attention and all that. But I really wanted that Rap City documentary to come through just to show my kids what Dad did. In my heart of hearts, this is what Dad did, and this is why because they always wondered why when I go places, people are always, hey, and my daughter, I never forget the first time it was a lady talking to me. I was pumping gas, and this lady was talking to me. And my daughter's in the back seat. She might have been 2 or 3. And she asked my wife, "Does Daddy know that lady?" She said, "Did Daddy know that lady?" My wife said, No, baby. Daddy used to be on. She had to explain it to my daughter. And so they have gotten used to it. My kids have gotten used to it, but they don't. And then one day, me and my daughter coming from volleyball practice, she wanted some Wendy's. So we stop at Wendy's. We go through the drive-thru, and I go to the Wendy's over there by Forest Creek, right? Forestville Mall Wendy's. I go to it, for anybody who know, off Pennsylvania Avenue, that Wendy's. Yeah, man. So we at that Wendy's, and I go through the drive-thru, and the brother say, "Hey, man, ain't you, And I say, "Yeah." So by the time I get to the second window, "Hey, y'all, Joe Clair at the window." And so he asking, can he get it? He dapping me up. Thank you so much, man. Thanks for all you do and all those things and everything like that. So then, they give me my food. He asked to take a picture in the whole nine and all that kind of shit. So then we leave. And we ride it home. And I asked my daughter, I said, how does that, do you feel, how do you feel? Does that make you feel like dad's crazy? Or do you feel awkward? Or do you feel... And she was like, well, she said, did you see the reaction that guy had to you? I said, well, I don't really pay attention that much. She said, you mean something to him. So that means something to me. This is my 13-year-old. I was like, she was like, you mean something to him. And watching that means something to me. So, just like any other parent, you want your kids to see you in a good light. You want to be your kids' biggest influence. You want to make sure that they don't fall for the fuck shit. And, I'm hoping that, I could do that for my children. And when she said that, I was like, oh, dad on point. She was like, did you see the reaction he had to you? You mean something to that dude. I was like, well, hey, Leslie. Leslie's known me since I was 14, everybody. Y'all give my sister Leslie some love. Leslie knows what kind of family I come from. Yeah, let me spin my chair. Leslie knows what kind of family I come from. So I'm trying to just instill that in my child. I have a legacy of good parenting. Even though my parents split, they co-parented us into success, gave us some values, some standards, some morals, and I need to pass that on to my kids. And, my kids are letting me know that, yeah, that's the move. My daughter had no interest in watching the hip hop awards last night. None whatsoever. Which disheartened me because I'm hip hop to the day I die. She like, yeah, all right, Dad, you can have that. I asked her who her favorite rapper was. She said, I don't have a favorite rapper. I have some songs that I like. She said, I like a couple of Drake songs and a couple of the older Jones. But I said, what about Kendrick Lamar? Daddy, come on, cut that. Nah, Daddy. But she loves some, she like, though? And she does like, what's the SZA? She does like SZA. I don't know how I feel about that, but y'all know my daughter be singing in the car? My daughter be in the backseat singing all the records me and my wife be listening to. And my wife don't listen to nothing but The Heat on Sirius XM. The Heat or Heart and Soul. So my daughter be in the backseat singing the motherfucking Nita Baker records and shit. Sweet love, why will ever go away? And it always me away. And I'm sitting back there, where's all this pain and angst coming from in your voice? Who are you singing about? I don't like it. I don't like it. She be back that motherfucker. One day I heard her singing, last night, me and my woman, we cried together. I said, get your ass out of my car. Said we cried. My daughter and my son, he don't have a favorite kind of music yet. He's still listening to video game music and shit like that. He ain't got a favorite record yet. But my daughter, right here singing Quiet Storm records and shit. I don't like it. She 13 and cute. She is 13 and she is cute. The boys like her. I don't like her singing them goddamn Nita Baker records. Shaka Khan, Karen. I'm not your superwoman. I was like, who are you singing to? Little girl, go bring me them dishes out your room. Blowing my mind. I'm telling y'all some real shit. And I'm trying to think, where did you get all this angst and pain in your voice from for these Nita Baker records? For carrying with Tony Braxton. Y'all know that song Talking in His Sleep by Tony Braxton? Huh? Y'all ever heard that song Talking in His Sleep by Tony Braxton? She was singing Talking in His Sleep. I said, who is he? Who is you talking about? She said, the dog, Daddy. I'm singing about the dog. The dog he was talking in, okay, you better be singing about the dog. The fuck is going on out here? My 13-year-old. It's 9:54. Yeah, she does have great taste in music. Her grandfather was a jazz drummer. My wife's father he played drums for a lot of jazz greats. Oh yeah, Kim Bodie, you better look up Talking in His Sleep by Tony Braxton. Ether, you said you're not a fan of the Braxtons? Check out Talking in His Sleep by Tony Braxton. You'll play that motherfucker you'll play that bitch back and forth. You'll keep that motherfucker on repeat. I'm trying to tell you something. Meanwhile, you listening to Joe Clair Beats. You listening to Joe Clair Beats. Before we get out of here, somebody said since the music sucks ass, we need to make our own music. And so that's what I do. In case you are new over here, I am a producer and a rapper and a comedian and all that shit in one. I'm on television every day on the DMV Zone on Fox 5. Leslie, I know we in the same boat. So with that being said, thank you so very much, Ether. I got some, check this out. Ether, this is our anthem over here. I produced this song and I wrote this song and I'm writing. Check me out.
I said he don't like me, she don't like me. Everybody seems to want me. Gone, gone, gone. But fuck it, they wrong, wrong, wrong. I said he don't like me and she don't like me. Everybody seems to want me. Gone, gone, gone. But fuck it, man, all y'all wrong. Caught up in the characters of America's fucked up narrative. They say the straight black man in the black community is a terrorist. Straight black man can't never win. Straight black man is gon' need a therapist. Cause the straight black man is the worst that it's ever been. Blaming me for shit I ain't never did. Man, can't a nigga ever live? Can't a nigga ever live? I've been out here killing it. Still trying to sell me that I'm ignorant. Demon can't tell I'm different and diligent. Demon can't tell what a nigga been. Born suspect, but a nigga been innocent. Man up on them and they mark you as militant. Mark you as mad and belligerent. Man, fuck y'all images, fuck they images. He don't like me, she don't like me. Everybody seems to want me. Gone, gone, gone. But fuck it, they wrong, wrong, wrong. Say he don't like me and she don't like me. Everybody seems to want me. Gone, gone, gone. But fuck it, man, all y'all wrong.
Who you calling a bitch though? What is you calling her a bitch for? Watch that bitch glow, watch that bitch blow. See, that's the part there that you didn't know, getting mo. Why you hating on her black girl magic, her black girl drive, on her black girl savage? So divine that she had to hashtag it. Her life matters and she had to have at it. She been out here killing it, hitting 50, but you acting like she ignorant. Paying her less, still magnificent. Watch her shatter that glass into little bits. Master degrees,
Why you mastering mad?
master a master,
Holding you back.
master of madness and basic and trashing her. Come on.
Say he don't like me, she don't like me. Everybody seems to want me. Gone, gone, gone. But fuck it, they wrong, wrong, wrong. Say he don't like me and she don't like me. Everybody seems to want me. Gone, gone, gone. But fuck it, man, all y'all.
Hey, you done blackball me, red line me, white watch me, still can't define me. Try and dick me down and then still deny me. Yeah, try and fuck me, sneak up behind me, but boom,
I ain't bought up blinded, so boom,
you ain't gotta remind me.
cause bitch, my mind be like a flower in bloom. Sky in the room, that's the life assignment. And whom, what's and never should try me, then boom, big boom from what's behind me. Full pack of black excellent facts, black excellent acts, black excellent stats. Won't succumb to your bum ass acts.
And when your bum ass come ass, I run that back.
And when your young ass come ass,
I run that back.
cause all my scholars had scars
All upon their back. Let's go.
He don't like me, she don't like me. Everybody seems to want me. Gone, gone, gone. But fuck it, they wrong, wrong, wrong. Say he don't like me and she don't like me. Everybody seems to want me. Gone, gone, gone. But fuck it, man, all y'all wrong. Say
Available on all platforms
like
right
me.
now.
Everybody
Apple Music,
seems to want me.
Spotify,
Gone, gone,
Tidal,
gone. But fuck it, they
YouTube.
wrong, wrong, wrong. Say he don't
Thank you,
like me
Ether.
and she don't like me. Everybody
Thank you,
seems to
Ether.
want me. Gone, gone, gone. But fuck it, man, all y'all wrong.
Woo! That song is available on all platforms right now. Please just go listen to it or share it with somebody. Send it to somebody. Let somebody know that we still over here making the music that we need to make. The music that is ours. Our story we not finished telling our story. So I think that we should keep making new music. And that's from, thank you, Christina. That's from new music for old niggas. If you ain't, please add it to your playlist and share it with somebody. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, that's called Gone, Gone. Gone, Gone by Joe Clair. I'm about to post it today on my IG. I'm going to be on Celebrity Dish today on Fox 5 in a couple of minutes. And I'll talk to y'all in a second, all right? Let's get out of here. Let's have a great day. I'll see y'all tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Thank you, Ether. Yeah, I'm trying to do something different. So let somebody know I'm over here doing something different at this age. And Ether, the name of the project is New Music for Old Niggas. Yeah. Ether, can you send me a screenshot from your phone, Ether? DM it to my Instagram. Please, 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 please. All right, I got to get out of here. I'll see y'all tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. All right?